spot. JW, is he ready for the second? It's Shox waiting towards lower B.
Wow, look at JW's position with the bomb down on A. This is a dream. He can completely nullify Shox. That's if he was ready for him, and now instead, Flusher using that smoke to his advantage. Wants to try and catch that ramp push off.
Yeah, they have no flashes here on the CT side. An incendiary and a smoke. Time ticking away. They have kits available. Alex with great positioning. He'll get the first, but it's now to the 2 versus 1. Brolan trying to spray desperately towards a car position. It should be enough here for Vitality as they go 14-13. ZywOo, he'll confirm things with the kit. And there it is. He'll recover the AWP as well. That was looking great for Fnatic, you're right. The positioning of JW there was everything. He didn't preempt the second player towards lower B, and Shoxy manages to get 3 frags in total. Massive round from him, and you can see Brolan just battling towards the car position. If you get a quick kill there, maybe he swings around and takes care of the final one, but isn't going to happen. But good news is Fnatic has still brought it down to a close situation there. They know the money is broken if they find map point here.
It's something you see even the world's best struggle with the Krieg, the newest edition. If they don't hit their initial spray, sometimes you can see them get lost in that scope spray.
Yeah, you definitely have to be well versed with it. Brolan's had some massive moments with it, but once it gets out of hand, it can be very difficult to recover. He'll help himself towards the mid control this time.
I like this. Things could get weird here.
You'd hope so.
Early pressure, dribble smoke, it's just Flusher there, trying to posture for some B access. And they are starting their push, smokes towards CT. ZywOo though, through the smoke, manages to cut them down to size on the approach. Golden, he's gonna be the first man in, bomb on his back, he's often finding the impact frags, perhaps this round a little different. No, still onto Apex before Shox continues to hold down B, he's not done! 3 in the round from Shoxy. All onto Crims then. 1, now looking for the second, he knows where ZywOo is! Fast multi-fragging, he's on for the 1v4, RPK saves the day. And another round for Vitality. They've managed to string together 2 now on the defense to equalize, and now we meet a rather intense equilibrium. It's 14-14.
Yeah, this is such a wild position for Shox. I love it when he goes here. You can see he's so precise, so deadly. As we'll see it go 14-14. The last couple of rounds here, overtime. Ridden all over this one, but who will find map point first? Right down to the wire. A slower approach here from the Swedes as they go into a default formation, 2 towards the tunnels. Won't have the sniper to hold middle at this stage. They've got rifles across the board. Same story for Vitality. This could actually decide the game in itself. Both teams are broken in terms of the finances. It's cost them so much to get to this point. Nothing separating them right now. No real damage inflicted yet, apart from Shox down to 48. He's at the back of the B side. AK still in hand. Such a powerful weapon on the CT defense. Enables you to take more advantageous duels. Go for the one taps. RPK in a classic position of his towards long. He has got backup though in the form of Alex.
And some of our analysts making it clear that they're somewhat converted to Shox's addition to Vitality after seeing the run and seeing the counter-strike they've displayed. Now looking to convert. Their map pick, Vitality, this is their Dust 2. Fnatic have kept things close. Henry has set the scene beautifully, and that's a great nade. With 40 seconds on the clock, they're going to have to commit to this soon. Nades are going to start to fly, and ZywOo, no different. His Molotov could not be better. And up onto the box, playing anti-flash. He can get this perfect now. He can strike. No, another flash. Doesn't stop him. A double kill from ZywOo. Finally, they silence the star. That bomb needs to go down. They're on a retrieval mission. It'll be Flusher to do so. Boosting Crims now onto the site. RPK and Alex, their hold on long, will now be where they start their retake from.
Yeah, they got a huge advantage here, Vitality, but Fnatic do have a chance of pulling this one back. Some big names still remaining in this 3 versus 4. Crims, Flusher, and Golden. The latter holding CT spawn. Flusher now with the Krieg. He'll be patrolling the short position, and Crims got it well cut out for him. 2 players making their way towards the mouth of the A bomb site. Towards the crossover they go, looking for the initial duel, and now Flusher has to step up here. Can he find the headshot? It's Alex and RPK. Holding towards long the entire round, and they come through in a fantastic fashion, working in tandem there, and 4 players survive on the CT side to find map point first. Alex confirms the defuse without a kit, and it will be 15-14. Fnatic luckily got the bomb down there. The lost bonus hasn't really been established at this stage after winning 3 rounds in a row, but with the bomb planted, there will be a bye. Krieg for Flusher and Brolan, AK for Crims with no utility whatsoever. It's a scout for JW. Golden, same story, AK, no helmet, one flashbang. This is difficult. Vitality with a massive advantage here as we enter round number 30. Map point.
And Brave in such a crucial round. Brolan looking to go straight towards Long, taking that control. Suppressing fire from Golden does force them back. Let's not forget, that is a scout JW is wielding. Admittedly, his scout was fantastic when we saw him on Nuke versus Astralis.
On the CT side, you can hold positions and let them run in towards you. On Dust 2T side, it's very difficult to actually have massive amounts of impact. We'll see what he can do. It has been impressive, that's for sure. In terms of control, Fnatic possess Long. No real reaction yet from Vitality. No one pushing towards short or the B tunnels here, but there is 2 players in position at the steps. ZywOo covering the crossover here. No flashes available to avert his gaze. We'll see whether these 3 smokes are enough. The Molotov towards the A side looking very likely. JW takes a deep breath as he knows what's on the other side of the crossover here. Takes vision away from ZywOo, and that's actually a bait out of shot. That's their cue to go.
It's going to come down to these Angels now. Golden gets info on 1. ZywOo, though, is holding the perfect angle and does get the shot he needs. Brolan gone. Suppressing fire. They know exactly where he is. 3 remain for Fnatic as Apex finds Grim. Not far off. They know where ZywOo is. The bomb is still not down. Flush is going to change that. Golden
hit him.
Support. He even hit him through the box, but JW, a huge frag. Another way in from Golden provided. 3 frags is necessary and only 1 man to deliver. It's on to Flusher. He can't do it. Vitality. They'll be taking Dust 2. It's the map they chose to bring into this grand final, and they demonstrate why. Inseparable on the first half, and even into the second, it's close.
Well, it certainly sets the scene for the best of 3. 16-14, Vitality steal it away. We did say whoever won that 29th round would presumably take the whole thing, and that certainly lived up to expectations there. Fnatic with just the scouts, bare bones utility, no helmets. They gave it their all. They got the bomb down there, but it wasn't quite enough. The A side just under lock and key. ZywOo delivering so much damage. RPK with a fantastic Dust 2 there, Alex. But there were some signs of life for Fnatic. They had some very strong players themselves.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but it does just kind of get me wondering, Inferno. I mean, I'm actually very interested. I'll keep my headset on to hear what the desk is saying about this. What does this result on Dust 2 mean? We're going to head over to them now.
I don't know that you can get much closer than that, Alex. I really don't think that you can. That was a knockdown, drag-out affair as we do look to go ahead and capitalize on what is this grand final here at the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters. This has gotten ugly in a great way.
Yeah, we said it could be a brawl, right? Obviously, expectations is something we never know until we get into the server, but here the players from Fnatic have shown up. We said they were big stage players. They've been doing it, individuals in every single round where they were needed. We're getting the multi-frags, but you can just see that Vitality side. RPK, we were talking about his impact. He found that in multiple rounds, getting rounds on the board, and ZywOo, of course, towards the end with the AWP.
I want to talk about ZywOo, and I want to talk about opening duels. He went 9 for 11 in this game, while his team combined, the 4 other of those, went 5 for 14. That was all about ZywOo opening up those rounds. We saw it with the AWP, especially on the CT side. I think he had 4 or 5 rounds where he got the first frag with the AWP. We'll talk about him having a lot of impact in terms of scoreboard, getting a lot of kills, but when it comes to opening duels, I don't believe there's anyone doing that better than him right now.
I think, Trace, we have some RPK stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah, and I mean, that's where we could begin to center this conversation. RPK 24-17 across this entire series, but what else do we have, Chad?
Yeah, look, I got a drawing board right here. I don't normally sing his praises, but this is a map where he's felt very comfortable throughout the entire tournament. Let you just set the context for everybody here. Look at the time up the top here, 29 seconds left. All they have is long control. ZywOo's dropped this smoke as a bit of a distraction, but they have to make this duel right here. So let's just play this out so you can see how this one goes down. They get that kill. Sure, they've traded out, but the time is against them. They're pushing onto the side. They have to draw a bit of attention here. You can see Flushy has to focus on ZywOo, but the clock, just keep your eyes on this. Let's bring it straight into the clip. Show me RPK's POV, because him in this round right here was the superhero, hitting some shots that you wouldn't be expecting by any means. So let's bring that one up. Drum roll, please. Here it is, right? That's the first one. That's going to allow the bomb to go down. The retake, well, guess what? One tap. You're not getting back into this bomb site without a fight. Finishes that kill off right there, and that's all she wrote. So RPK on Dust 2 has been an absolute superhero for this side of Vitality.
16-14, though, leads me to believe that this map could have gone either way.
Yeah, and we have even more things we want to show you, right? I think Fnatic did a fantastic job of reading the plays and making sure that they could, you know, really mitigate and put 9 rounds on the board on their CT side. We have another clip.
Yeah, there's this guy, Flusha, who seemingly had a mind of his own, especially around the time they decided to drop CT spawn. But what do you got?
I need to point out this. They have one towards long, one towards a ramp, but look towards CT spawn here. They hedged 4 players towards long to stop the rush at the start of this round because we know that Vitality love to go for cat executes and mid to Bs. You can see this here. 2 players towards CT spawn. As soon as the A smokes come in, guess what? Flusha knows what's up. The fact he gets 2, that's more than enough. But him continuing through to grab 2 more kills, that's a huge impact round from Flusha right there. And we saw multiple of these throughout this entire game from all the players in the server. Everybody was contributing. I think you could say the only member who didn't have a massive moment like that was Alex, but they still got the job done in the end. And it's a hard game when you're an in-game leader and Golden knows what you're going to do, whereas we have no idea what Fnatic's going to be bringing.
Yeah, and that is truly a spectacle right here that we are witnessing in real time. One more drawing board for you guys. I want you guys to all really sit back and pay attention to what's about to happen right here. Jacob, run us through.
We're moving over to Inferno, right? Because we have to talk about that map. That is going to be the next one in this series. That's going to be Fnatic's pick. One of the things that Vitality have been struggling with a little bit is the fast pace that came out against them versus Mousesports. Now, we have a clip right here that's going to showcase that Fnatic is able to do the exact same thing. There's only played a few seconds of the round. Fnatic is already ready to do a mid push. You can see as the clip plays out, JW retreats down towards middle. He's going to flash his teammates up towards middle, and they're going to take this mid control. Now, what works so well for Mousesports against Vitality was this fast pace. But what Fnatic does, and they've been doing very well throughout this tournament, especially on the Inferno T side, is mixing it up. They take map control fast, then they slow down. As the clip plays out, you can see they're not over jeopardizing anything. They're making sure to flash for each other. They're falling back. They're rotating around. And as this round plays out, you can see everyone from Furia have rotated over towards this area. There's being put a lot of pressure by Golden and Brolin, while the entirety of Fnatic is ready to walk up against one guy that is called Art. What Fnatic does so well on Inferno, especially on the T side, is putting on a fast pace in the beginning, slowing down, and then re-aggress late in the round.
So that sort of seesaw effect that we've actually seen a couple times, but right now we're going to get the chance to see it in Inferno.
Yeah, and that's a classic, right? Because Fnatic of old, they were always good at that pop flash to the mid smoke and taking those fights. They've been doing that basically for as long as I can remember. When Jacob's talking about the themes over towards that A bomb site from Mousesports, the difference was how well thought out and how well orchestrated their executes were. Every smoke, every Molotov, every single flash was tailored to make sure that ZywOo couldn't pick a corner. I don't know if it's going to be the same this time round.
Really quickly, I want to get your guys' predictions now that we were 1 map deep, because we did start this off by saying, okay, these guys are going to win, these guys are going to win. But we did it per map basis, so it's only fair that I kick it over to you, Jacob. Let's start with you.
Fnatic was very close stealing away Vitality's map pick than Dust 2. That could have gone both ways. So far in this tournament, they played Inferno 3 times. They've gotten 8, 12, and 11 rounds against Tyloo, G2, and Furia on their T side. I expect them to have another strong T side, and it should be, for my sake, a Fnatic win and a 3rd map coming up.
Okay, fair enough. So we got Fnatic for Pimp. Chad, who do you got?
I don't think that Fnatic are going to be thorough enough with their utility usage against a team like Vitality who can pick and prod and be a little bit more aggressive. And now that we have the double orb on display that Shox and ZywOo can do, if they can get flushed into scenarios and find themselves in 5v4 advantage situations, as long as RPK and Pick can make sure he can convert a couple kills this time around. He really struggled against Mouse, right? He really did struggle. My win condition is going to be put on RPK getting a chance to warm into the game on Dust 2, and now Vitality should shut this one out 2-0.
So you're thinking of 2-0, Chad. We're looking at Vitality for the Australian lad here to my left. Me personally, I'm going to stick to my guns and say that Fnatic is still in this fight, and I do think that that's where we're going to be seeing that this one, you know, we might
a third.
Yeah, we might have to get a 3rd map out of this, which is going to be Mirage, provided we make it there. We will be going to a quick break, and when we come back, it does mean that we're going into a 2nd map here, Fnatic's map choice even of Inferno, right here at the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters in Malmö. Jump right back into this grand final after this commercial break. So make sure you don't go anywhere. This is CORSAIR DreamHack Masters.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG Bet.